What's up guys, it's Brian here, and today I'm bringing you guys a little bit of a different video. This is kind of another similar collection video to the one that I did on Saturday with my Luke Skywalker minifigures, but this is a lot more vehicles and a lot more minifigures. And what I have, all of these sets and minifigures, as you can see, are from the 2013 Attack of the Clones line of LEGO Star Wars sets. Something that I consider to be one of the greatest lines, if not the greatest line, of LEGO Star Wars sets that was ever released. And I have a few arguments that I want to make to try to prove my point that this is one of the greatest ranges of sets ever released by LEGO Star Wars. This line came out in 2013. Not only was it the line that got me back into LEGO Star Wars, I took a little bit of a break between 2010 and 12. I didn't really buy a lot of LEGO, I didn't really care for much LEGO, but this was the line that got me back into LEGO Star Wars. Attack of the Clones came out in 2002. They did a line of sets that was really good. They had an ATT II, a gunship, they had a Duel on Geonosis, they had some Tatooine sets in there as well. They were really good sets, and they were really great for their time. But then 10 years went by, and we were getting updated versions of a lot of other movie sets. We started to get more stuff from the original trilogy with the updated minifigures and updated vehicles. We started to get stuff from even The Phantom Menace, even a couple things from Revenge of the Sith were coming out. But Attack of the Clones got left as an untapped area of needing updated minifigures and updated vehicles. And in 2013, back when there wasn't a lot of Star Wars content coming out, LEGO had a lot more freedom to kind of do what they wanted. So they put out 6 dedicated sets during the course of 2013 as a little bit of a reboot of the Attack of the Clones and a remake of all of the minifigures you see in front of me were pretty much brand new in 2013, and it was the most highly anticipated line of sets for me personally. So I'm going to go through and just show off these sets, the minifigures they came with, and the price points. Not going to be anything too crazy, not anything too specific, but I just wanted to show you all of these in one space. I got them all back in 2013. They've been used in various mocks or animations of mine in the past. This Gunship's been used in pretty much everything. It's one of my favorite sets of all time. But let's take a closer look at this line of 2013 Attack of the Clones sets. So before I take a look at each set individually, I want to just give this little swoop of everything, of all of the sets and vehicles are kind of like scattered on the table over here. Little pan of everything we got going on. I remember when these pictures first came out, and it was amazing. I have the instruction manuals over here to show off the box arts. But what we have here is the first set over here came out in the beginning of 2013. It was a January set. Introduced the new Phase 1 Clone Troopers. For the first time, we got new Phase 1 Troopers, and the best piece that had ever come out was the Angry Clone piece. Obviously now very much overused. But it was the Battle Pack, the Clone Troopers vs. Droid's Battle Pack. Not a great army builder set. I still got 6 of them anyway. This guy actually came out as a polybag after all of these guys, but I threw him in there anyway to show off the whole line. There was the Homing Spider Droid set with it came with Stas Ali and a Clone Trooper. Here's the minifigures for the ATT, which is back there. Let's see. There's the minifigures from the Gunship, Anakin, Obi-Wan, Padme. The Gunship back there. Best Gunship they've ever done. And the UCS one's coming out soon, too. They had a Jango Fett. Came in the Corporate Alliance tank. The Duel and Geonosis set with Yoda and Count Dooku. Came with this cool build right here. And Poggle the Lesser. This Boba Fett actually came in the Advent calendar. And so did the Geonosian. These two guys came in the Advent calendar that year. But still, 2013, it was very well planned, I think. They gave us a nice preview with the Battle Pack in the January wave. And then these 5 sets came out over the summer. And then the Advent calendar finished off the line with Boba Fett and the Geonosian. And as well as the polybag that came out later that year, which was the blue Clone Lieutenant. So, I'm going to separate these sets out. We're going to take a look at each set individually, take a tiny little in-depth look. So starting off with the smallest set is the Clone Troopers vs. Droid Battle Pack. This was the last year the Battle Packs retailed for $13 before they upped the price. But it has 2 great minifigures, the plain white clone and the green Sergeant clone. as well as these Droideka builds, which were not that great, but I made a custom Droideka. That video's on the channel from years and years ago. But they have some great pieces. This forward command center is a lot smaller than the actual command center in Attack of the Clones, but it's another good battle pack vehicle with some great pieces to it, including a printed computer, some good red pieces, and that's what the box art looked like. I love this Yoda box art, man. Another great element of this wave was the box art. Let's see. The January wave had a couple other sets in it as well. Not Attack of the Clone sets, though. They had the Old Republic Battle Pack, an A-Wing, the AT-RT, the blue 501st AT-RT, the Rancor Pit, and the Z95, which I also own, and some of the minifigures from that January wave in there. This was a good wave itself. But that is the, whoops, these guys are all falling over. I actually do have, I think, 6 of these, or, yeah, 6 of these I ended up getting, because I wanted a big army of all these guys. So I have a bunch of them, but that's the first set, the Battle Pack. And the next smallest set in here was the Corporate Alliance Tank Droid. This was a $20 set that contained 3 minifigures. One of them was this orange Battle Droid which had the backpack. Another clone, which all the clones in this line came with these really clunky blasters. You just take this off and you have a pretty good blaster. I'm just glad they came with these old blaster pistol rifles, but that other piece was really clunky. But then this set, this $20 set, came with this new and exclusive Jango Fett, the first Jango Fett figure that we had gotten since 2002 when that first Slave 1 came out. And he had a nice face print under there as well, unique to him. I added these pistols myself, actually, later on. Oh, yeah, I added these pistols later on. It actually came with that style pistol. But I got rid of those, and I added these, because I think they look a lot better. But again, this set was $20 back when it was released. I've used this this vehicle in quite a few mocks over the course of the years. And how many animations was he? He was in a few animations of mine as well. But this was a great set for $20. I was just shocked that a new Jango Fett came in a $20 set. And next up in here is the homing Spider Droid. This guy he's very unstable. He his legs kind of go wherever. He's got a cool little rotating top. You see, he's already falling apart. I actually keep this guy like in a bag, disassembled. But this also came with a Dwarf Spider Droid, which I've used in many mocks over the years. This guy is very cool. He actually got re-released in that new 20th anniversary Walker set that I did not get. But there's your little, and he actually had a stud shooter too. But this is your little Dwarf Spider Droid. The minifigure selection was pretty good. It's probably the weakest out of all of these sets, which is weird because it still has a great selection of minifigures. 2 Super Battle Droids, a plain white clone, and the Jedi General Stas Ali. I only ever used her once in the first Ord Mantell video, but she's got a really cool headdress. I'm not sure how expensive she is nowadays. I'm sure she goes for a decent amount because she was so rare. Unless they re-released her. Honestly, I don't even remember. This was a $30 set back when it was released. Again, a really good deal for the things you got. Maybe this was the weaker one of all of them. It's probably my least favorite out of this line, but still, a really good set. There's the box art from the instruction manual. But still, I mean, you can't go wrong with any of these. And there's the ad for the rest of them. I'll show this in just this one and then leave it for the others. But again, great set. And the middle set from this wave, the $40 set, which again, what a great deal for $40 for this set, is the Duel on Geonosis, which came with a brand new prequel Yoda, a brand new Count Dooku, brand new Poggle the Lesser, and even this droid was new to the set. He actually ended up coming in the Advent Calendar, but at the time he was exclusive to the set. And this is easily the best version of prequel Yoda. I don't think it actually came with the staff. I'm probably mistaken with that. But this was the first one that introduced the new Yoda head mold, which got used again later on. New print for Count Dooku's face and torso. And he has that double-sided face. I've used this guy. And famously in Ord Mantell 2, my most popular YouTube video ever, stars Count Dooku. And Poggle the Lesser. This figure has its flaws because the head is on very loose because of these really cool wings. But this guy is so detailed with the Death Star plans in his hand. That's a printed piece. I'm not sure how well you can see that. But what a great figure. That droid's pretty cool too. I mean, he's got an exclusive head print. But this set was really cool because it had a lot of play functions. You could make this thing fall over. Actually, I don't think that's correctly put together. I don't know. I assembled the set quickly because this one, another one that's disassembled in a bag somewhere because don't have any room to display it. And this one had Yoda on a little thing you can move him around with and play with him on. And additionally, it had a speeder for $40. Man, imagine this set being $40 these days. This is a good value. It's a flimsy. It's not the biggest build, but for the figures you get, this was a great set. The second biggest set in the wave was the new ATT-E. Obviously new from, 2013, 7 years ago, but still, this had 5 minifigures. This was a $90 set, which again, for 5 minifigs, not bad for $90. And 4 of them were exclusive to this set alone. This was the Commander Battle Droid from Geonosis. He's got a little bit of a yellow print on his head. Not sure how well that's going to focus, but there you go. Yellow print, you can kind of see it. And then, obviously, the 3 other figures. This is the only one that comes with a yellow Phase 1 Commander. Very, very cool figure. I love all of these Phase 1 clones. They did such a good job with it, man. This Mace Windu, the only thing exclusive about him at the time was his legs. They used white legs and printed the skirt piece. Printed the Jedi robes onto it. So that's the little Mace Windu. And then the most expensive figure by far from this set nowadays is Coleman Trebor. This was the only set he ever came in. Ironic because he never saw an ATT-E in his life. He was killed slightly before that. But this guy, I did not realize he goes for a lot of money on eBay and Bricklink. So getting your hands on him nowadays is very difficult. But I just love it that they threw him into this set. Very cool addition. Very cool Jedi, even though we didn't ever see much of him. And then the vehicle itself is just absolutely gorgeous in how they did everything. The cockpit itself is a sliding studs not on top technique, snot technique, with the chair, and it slides in very nicely up there. The legs, I'm going to get rid of the minifigures for a minute. The legs all dangle nicely, and then they all balance out like that very easily. The back hatch opened up to reveal a little inside that you could put some figures in. What do you call it? This hatch opened as well. There used to be missiles under there, but I actually took them out because I customized it just a little bit. Nothing too crazy though. And then this turret on the top rotated a full 360, and then it went up and down a little bit too. All of these guns rotated. This is the best ATT-E Legos ever done by far. Even though they did make the Captain Rex ATT-E ever since then, this is definitely the best. And I didn't show the box art for the last set, but oh well. This was the box art for this set. Nothing too crazy. But, yeah, that's the ATT-E. And last but not least, the most highly anticipated set for me probably ever. The set that I looked forward to so much and I wanted so badly when I saw that it was first announced is the Republic Gunship, man. This is the biggest set from the wave. It was $120, which honestly is such a steal for this set, especially nowadays, man. This set would probably be like $150 nowadays, but $120 back when it was released was perfect. The price per piece was amazing. It has 6 minifigures, 5 new and exclusive 7 minifigures, I should say, 5 new and exclusive minifigures, including updated versions of all of Anakin and Obi-Wan and Padme, and a new clone pilot, and the red clone trooper, 2 super battle droids back there as well. But these figures alone were the ones that I was most looking forward to. And the Padme is cool to get in there too. I didn't expect them to throw that in there. But these figures were perfect. They had double-sided faces. I'm going to start doing Throwback Thursday reviews, and I asked you guys on a little YouTube poll which set you want me to review first. I'm going to do a full review of this. Probably that's going to come out this Thursday. I'm hoping that'll come out this Thursday. If not next Thursday, but I'm hoping that'll come out soon. So I'm not going to go into too many details of this set, because you can check out the Throwback review. But, man, get rid of the minifigures for a second. This set, you guys know it. You've seen it 1,000 times. You've seen it in all my animations, and all my mocks, my animations. It's just gorgeous. When I first saw the pictures for this, I was like, I was drooling. I loved it so much. I did make some modifications to it, though. I took out the missile stack on the inside, and I put in a command center. It used to be like a missile storage in here, but I took that out, and I added my little comm center in there, just to make it a little more spacious. I added some crates on the inside in there. Added some crates in there. I took out the panels on the bottom and made it all studs. Just a couple modifications I made to this otherwise perfect set. I mean, they've never made a better gunship. I know they're making a UCS one based on our votes that we all did before I came back to YouTube. I was in that vote. I voted for the gunship. So they're probably not going to make a minifigure scale gunship for quite a while, since they now have the UCS one that's going to be coming out. So that kind of stinks that we're not going to get a minifigure scale one anytime soon. But it's the best one. I actually, at one point, considered even getting a second one for animations, but I decided not to. I decided that'd be way too much. But yeah, this was just the icing on the cake of the whole line. It's gorgeous. It's perfect. So let's take a look back at the entire collection one more time. It's giving you one last little pan. I kind of sorted out the minifigures a little better, but of this amazing line of sets. Truly, really cool. There's all the clone troopers that you get from this whole line. I also, this was a poly bag that came out later that year. It was like if you spend a certain amount of, I think it was like $75 or $50. If you spend $50 or more, you got that poly bag. So that was later on in the year. I actually ended up getting him with the ATT II because I bought it a little later. All the Jedi and good guys, or the Jedi and the one good girl, Padme. The droids, the 4 super battle droids, the 3 battle droids, and the 2 droidicas, and then all the baddies. Again, these two came in the advent calendar later that year in 2013, so they didn't really come in this line, but they were definitely intended to be included in it. So, there it is. That's this whole line. So there you have it, guys. That's my overview of this entire collection. One of my favorites to have ever come out. I also think it was one of the most reasonably priced. This entire line, getting all of these figures and all of these vehicles, would only have set you back, in 2013, it would have set you back $313 for these 6 sets, and this is about like a couple dozen minifigures. I think this is one of the greatest LEGO Star Wars lines of all time. Let me know what you think down below, not only of this line, but of any other lines of sets that you think are the greatest lines of all time. I want to know down in the comments section below, what are your thoughts? And that's going to just about do it for this collection video. Expect a review of the gunship either this Thursday or next Thursday. And then I'm probably going to also do the ATT II at some point as far as my throwback reviews go. But let me know what other sets you want me to review in the comment section below. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys very much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You guys know the drill. This has been Brian from Watermelon Studios. Peace out, guys.